So my name is Paweł Malon, and I am the Chief Executive Officer of SINGU. And my role is really to drive the strategic direction of the company to benefit our customers. It's the best role in the world. I get to interact with our amazing employees, customers, and partners all over the world, essentially ensuring that we respond to our customers in an agile and efficient way to make sure that we're always on trend and meeting their requirements. As a company, we feel it's imperative to actually understand what our customers do. So we do spend an enormous amount of time, myself and the team included, visiting sites, going to warehouses, going to buildings, actually seeing operations and seeing how our customers function, how they work, how the technicians and actually the people who use our solution sort of operate on a daily basis. So when we actually speak to them and work with them, we always try to come from a position of knowledge. And I think our customers essentially appreciate that we're always trying to stay on top of the market, but also having this granular understanding of the use cases and the problems that we're trying to solve as SINGU. So what SINGU does? We do two things really well. We protect your revenue and we increase your operational efficiency to drive your net operating income. How do we do that? By providing you with a complete all-in-one solution for all of your building operations management, from tenant management through maintenance management, reactive, preventive, predictive maintenance. Everything that touches the building can sit on SINGU and allow you to have the data and the intelligence to essentially drive revenue retention and operational efficiency. So when we think about real estate, we obviously think about buildings, we think about structures. Some of them can be hundreds of years old. And when you actually look at the sort of the digitalization curve of a lot of industries, you see the real estate over the last years has fallen significantly behind and now is trying to catch up. So I think the trend now is digital and digitalization. But what does it actually mean and what does it mean for our customers? Well, it really means deploying solutions such as SINGU to sort of drive operational efficiency, to drive operational improvement, to look at all of the processes which are done by hand or are done on Excel or are done in inefficient ways, and essentially mapping them and streamlining them in a digital way by using essentially SINGU for all of the operational aspects of building operations. By using CAFM solution, you improve your operations, you introduce compliance, you reduce risk, and you do all of that in a digital and transparent way that can be tracked, that can be monitored, that can be benchmarked. So suddenly you turn any building into almost a smart building because you have, or you're introducing a single source of truth for the building. So the benefits are immense. When we think about SINGU and sort of what we do for our customers, what do we as a company think about? Well, it's two things really. It's how do we drive tenant retention and essentially drive revenue for our customers, and then how do we impact the operational efficiency of the business or the building that we drive the sort of the net operating income of the client. So we think about the revenue side and we think about the cost side. And when you put the two together, sort of the return on investment from deploying a solution such as SINGU is almost immeasurable. The strategic vision for SINGU is really to build a European category leader in our space. That space being facility maintenance, building operations management for commercial real estate. We're really focused on building the best possible company to serve clients within our core markets, such as logistics and warehousing, retail, and broader commercial real estate. technology is really an enabler. And obviously, as a company, we wouldn't be anywhere without our users and sort of our technicians and our property managers. So the role that SINGU plays is really almost an ancillary role for them to be able to be best at essentially performing the tasks and doing their jobs by essentially using technology to enhance, to improve, to introduce, compliance, to reduce risk So it's really an enabler for them to do their job in a much better, much more efficient way that obviously then translates into being able to provide better service for the tenants, to protect the revenue, to drive revenue retention, to improve operational efficiency, which then reduces kind of costs and drives the net operating income. SINGU has been present on the market for more than 15 years now. We're serving over 200 million square meters of commercial real estate for a few 100,000 users. I think this experience and the vast amount of commercial real estate that we serve, that we see every single day, really allowed us to build a tremendous amount of internal competence and understanding and expertise in essentially helping our clients to get the best out of their portfolios, to get the best out of their assets. So, whenever we go and speak to clients, we don't only sell software, we don't only sell a solution, we actually sell a package that you're getting 15 years of experience of SINGU together with our software solution. I think when we think about the broader market, the biggest challenges are to do with adoption and implementation. So with 15 years of experience at SINGU, we developed a very thorough kind of consultative integration approach for our clients that ensures that all of the stakeholders and all of the users are very well trained. They understand what SINGU is, how is it going to actually help them, and that drives adoption. And I think when we think about these large portfolios, oftentimes with thousands and thousands of users, the key to deploying any technology or any sort of change management is really about ensuring that people understand and adopt to the new reality and drive value from it. And I think over years we developed a model which allows us to do that. ESG and sustainability has been a huge topic for commercial real estate over the last few years. We recognize that as a company, and together with a few clients, we developed what is essentially SINGU ESG, which we like to sort of refer to as operational ESG. We realized together with a few customers that the biggest problem that a lot of them have is utility data collection, without which you cannot really do much of the reporting required around the world. So we built SINGU ESG to allow the facility managers, the technicians, the property managers, the tenants, all of the stakeholders to essentially be able to collect utility level data within SINGU and still using SINGU as this single source of truth system for building operations management, and then use that data to be able to calculate your scope 1, scope 2, scope 3 emissions, calculate the carbon footprint of the building, benchmark the utility data. And actually for that, we recently won the Global ESG Compliance Award at MIPIM, which was just a huge achievement and a huge recognition for all of us here at SINGU. Obviously, over the last couple of years, we have grown exponentially, driven by the digitalization in real estate. So we're really pushed by our customers to deliver growth as a company, and obviously that growth is then driving us. So over the last 2 years, we doubled the size of the team. We're now almost 100 people across, I think, 6 countries. And the plans for us is to continue to grow in order to be essentially able to serve our customers in the best possible way. We recognize that our industry is oftentimes very localized, which means that we're putting boots on the ground in different countries, different parts of Europe, to really be able to speak the same language as our sort of customers, both in a literal way, but also in understanding essentially how they work and how the portfolio works and what are some of the nuances of the market, something that obviously is very important to us as a business. Over the next a couple of years, we expect to continue on this growth path, and essentially this all ties in with our sort of strategy of becoming a European category leader in our space. So I'm incredibly excited for the future of the business, for what we have done as a company over the last 2 years, essentially doubling in size, and hopefully every 2 years we can double in size to get to where we want to be.